Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope all of you are doing well. So, continuing on with the Transformer franchise, I will be reviewing the third installment into the franchise, which is Transformers Dark of the Moon, which was released in 2011. And, excuse me, this one, I have to say, is the weakest out of it. I don't really care for this movie. Um, So this movie, there was some behind the scenes issues, which ended up leading to Megan Fox being let go, and her character completely gone from the film, and they added someone new to be the love interest. And in this film, we have, I believe they call it a cyber. Like a Cybertronian or something like that, who lands on the moon, and the Autobots and Decepticons are trying to do what they can to get there before the other gets there. And then, of course, like any other Transformer movie, you got the battle between the Autobots and the Decepticons while this plot is going on. Not only that, but you also have the crew from the first two films kind of being on watch. Some of the military guys, Tyree played, of course, by Tyrese Gibson and Josh Duhamel. We have these new individuals from the government. Basically, trying to keep watch. They're trying to, I guess, in a way, put an order in for the issues that happened between the first two films, and it's cost them not billions but trillions of dollars due to all the damage that has been going on. So there's been a lot of changes. The government has been on a really strict watch between the Autobots and the crew that helped them and everything. So things are they have to be very careful in what they do. At the same time, Sam is trying to get a job and trying to, once again, live a normal life like always. And, that doesn't seem to go well. Now, this one I do find to be the weakest. I don't like the fact that I get that there was issues that led to Megan Fox being, I believe she was signed up for it and then she was let go behind the scenes. So I think they had to make some minor changes. But I just don't like this new lady that they had in the film, this new character. It was like they were trying to get somebody to look almost like Megan Fox and seem like Megan Fox, but not Megan Fox. And I just didn't care for the character. I just didn't feel like she was very believable. But that's just my opinion. Patrick Dempsey's in this, um, which is kind of weird. His character is not really important, not too much, and I just didn't care for him to be in this. Um, and the story, it makes sense to some extent, but I don't like the kind of the minor things that we got with the government kind of trying to put an or trying to have some type of order over everything due to the events of the first two films, and all the destruction that had happened, and it costing you know pretty much the cities and the state and country plenty of money to repair everything, and it basically starts to you know cause some type of issues throughout the film. But to me, this should have been something that we would see progressed throughout the two films. Um, but this one, it was just like you had these characters that were just like really rude and like, power trip, douchebag type of characters, who are, this is what's going on. You guys are no longer in charge, blah, blah, blah. Things like that. I just did not care for it. It's crazy to look back on that and realize that this came out in 2011. So what are we at? 13, 14 years ago, give or take. I could be no, yes, maybe. I don't know. At this point, I've no, yeah. I don't know. Sorry about that. Um, but yeah, I don't know what it is about when it comes to third movies and you know in the franchise, they just don't do well. I don't know what that is. But I do prefer this, not this. I do prefer like the fourth movie over this. That's how bad I hate this movie. I wouldn't say I hate it. It does have its moments, but I just feel like I feel disappointed. I don't know. It seems when I watch this movie, I get more of a cash grab than anything. It was like, this is the direction we went with. They could have, to me, they could have just pushed the movie behind a little bit, maybe do some rewrites, change a few things up. I feel like that would have worked a little bit better. Um, but what we got, yeah, I just didn't care for it. But I do like the fact that, some of the characters did return, some of the actors, Josh Duhamel, Tyrese Gibson, Shia LaBeouf, he returned for this. The parents, the actors that play the parents, just fantastic at their characters. I really enjoy their characters, and I wish, we would have gotten more, but unfortunately, this would be the last we would see of the original cast, which is very unfortunate. Um, yeah, it seems like Transformers is kind of taking the same picture as the DC universe, where it just seems like a big cluster, and they're trying to reboot it, but not. They really don't know how to. That's kind of the case here. Um, the soundtrack is decent. Green Day once again. Um, what else? I think that's it. Not a whole lot that goes on. I do like the fact that Leonard Nimoy does voice, I believe, one of the Transformers. I believe he's in that movie. Don't quote me on that, but I'm positive. I think he voices one of the characters. Um, I could be wrong on that, but yeah, it's just I wish I could say more about this movie, but it's just weak. The story's generic as it can be, um, and there's those little things I just didn't care for. Now I will state this: the father, the actor who plays Sam Witwicky's father, Shia LaBeouf's character, you will see him in everything. He was really big in the '90s. I know he did a Beach Boys biopic back in the day. He was the father in Small Soldiers. He was the kid from Harriet the Spy. He was that character, the actor, his character's father was played by the same actor who plays Sam's father. Um, uh, what else has he been in? I mean, he's just been in a slew of films. He's really recognizable face. I think any film in the '90s, comedy, kids film, he would be in. He's not really hard to miss. But yeah, I wish I could say more. I don't want to ramble on too much on this video. But if you've seen Transformers: Dark of the Moon, let me know what your thoughts are. Um, it's unfortunate that this is the last movie we would get with everybody, and then of course we'd move on to the Mark Wahlberg, which, to be honest with you guys, I don't think the fourth movie was that bad, and I'll be discussing that and my review for that tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to my review and thoughts on Transformers: Dark of the Moon. If you guys have seen this movie and would like to share your thoughts on it, definitely do so down in the description below. And if you enjoyed this review and thoughts on video on the film, then give it a thumbs up. It's much appreciated and it helps me out. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do so. I do movie reviews, unboxings, collection updates, and so much more. So if those are things you're into, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you guys are notified when I do upload a video. And if you guys want to take the time and check out my eBay store, I will put the link down in the description below, and you guys can go and check that out as well. I'm Film Talk with Mikey, and until next time, guys, we'll talk films. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.